Fast forward, in come out Johnny so our age politics already. Podcast or training because making headlines. And a jembre not it to be a pity a wabono. And you on Roximu, when yanko a political house in Jadam and Asam Kotakwana, Nina they say, Chairman Munina Chairman, a ye Chairman Asiedu Unketia, Menoka say, what me about a yen and not down Akuffo Addo. I swear yet, now what tray say, and brand your mampino. Posian would do a mopo ya Posiano, a so am manfa so am o mino. Jesomu Bosiano, Eddie was sat slim. Now what say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama dear, or modi accountability dear, or more infania gropra. Enti, ombefa quenias singing also, ama a year and another downquay Akuffo what me accounted for his still worshipper. Onya Yajembre, na edu evra in Sema. Asiedu Katia also if he do go ede emaye yanko in simnim.
Johnson Asiedu Katia has criticized the previous Nana Addo Akuffo administration for excessive borrowing without corresponding development. Speaking during his thank you tour in the Sunafo North constituency of the Akuffo region, Mr. Asiedu Katia said that many of the country's developmental challenges could have been avoided if the former government had delivered value for money. He noted that the Mahama-led government is committed to accountability, warning that individuals who misused state resources will be made to account for their stewardship. He also urged the people to be patient with the new administration as it rolls out policies to propel national development, promising the NDC will be prudent and accountable.
Say, Yanimuna near Akuffo Addo, she said, Minister for no door so broso. Monkabi. 80 President Mahama, yes, sir. Oba Obetiso, Amayafa, Minister for Addo, and 7 Mukabi. Other than the bank, say, a Minister 4,000. Sanka 5,000 and Kamunya Benya Bia, I don't track Kabenya Flower. Okoyano sa etese o man no be se nti no Ghana fo nto aba no mo nti ye ne Ghana fo nyina ya adwen se ye ba ye be fa nipa kakra bi na de wo mo de ani mo amia ye ntuma no na o man no ye yi a obi aho beton akoye 60 ye ne mo nyina na kan ye enu nti obi a wanya bi no ono so omani trimu nyanede onwunu se nipa a wo so fata se anka wo mbetimi edi minister no bi no wo mo doso.
Now, the Sunafo area is a cocoa hub for the region, and Mr. Asiedu Katia said that the government is taking steps to revive the ailing cocoa sector after years of mismanagement.
Said MPP for no, Eddie Cocoa Jumano Afaso. A yasem Cassia Palm or me. Nananum Satam no cradi near Gina Pontin Yako. By Yabejia Coyano. Near her cocoa board form contain Muno. And Yakura. Some can say, "Woman fra konya iso." Na woman akɔgye bosia ɛde yɛ kokɔ a yanya nteye akosi awowa. Deɛ ɛnso yɛ de akosi awowa. Sɛ 2025 yi yɛte ɔman no kokɔ nyinaa emu bɛyɛ sɛ 360,000. Yadi kotua ka keke enti wo de kɔ enya de awakoton a wo di wo sika eba meto koko foforo wo de akotua ka
petition and member. How would you agree or disagree with Professor Frimpong Boateng when he says that the individuals managing the party now, the composition of the party, the fiber, moral fiber of the party, is not reflective of what the original founders of the party and how the party grew up to the time he thought the party had disintegrated or gone away from its own core beliefs?
First of all, let me put it this way, that the General Secretary that issued the statement, Professor Frimpong Boateng, has more integrity than him. He knows next to nothing about the party. And that...
Justin Frimpong, he's a lawyer.
He doesn't know anything about it. I mean, the very statement he issued must be the reason they must even fire him. Because he doesn't even understand the constitution of the MPP. In the MPP's constitution, you don't just get up and say you refer somebody to the National Executive Committee. Every disciplinary measure, it has to go through a disciplinary committee. So his reference should have been with the disciplinary committee rather than the National Executive Committee. You are
according to the constitution of the MPP.
Absolutely.
You should have referred that letter
to the disciplinary committee, so that is where natural justice will take place. Professor Frimpong Boateng must be heard. And where is he going to be heard? At the National Executive Committee? No, he goes to the disciplinary committee. He is heard, and the disciplinary committee will make a recommendation to the National Executive Committee. And believe you me, where he has submitted Professor Frimpong Boateng to, the National Executive Committee consists of regional, as part of membership, regional executive committees. So what Jesse Godwin is saying is that he is going to subject Professor Frimpong Boateng to the likes of Abronye to be vetting or seen to the expulsion of Professor Frimpong Boateng, because Professor Frimpong Boateng has said that the party is fake.
But Abronye is rightfully a regional...
But if there is anybody who should be expelled between Professor Frimpong Boateng and Abronye, who should go first?
I don't know.
Between him and Wontumi, and mind you, Wontumi will also be part of this committee. Between him and Buga, who should go first?
Is Buga part of that?
He's part of that. That's all. Now we are here this morning being told by Zato that all the vituperations by Professor Frimpong Boateng has to do with the vice president, the former vice president.
He hasn't said that.
That is why he brought in the idea of the Muslims and the Northerner. That is a Muslim, is a Northerner. That's fine. He will get there. And so the former vice president also sit at neck. So it's more or less cooking Professor Frimpong Boateng before his enemies.
He's been cooked?
Absolutely.
Oh.
But you see, how many times haven't I come here and told you that this political party called the NPP is not a new patriotic party. It is the Nana People's Party. And that was what Professor Frimpong Boateng was making reference to. I kept telling him. He argued with me. He argued with me one time on key point, and I was laughing.
But Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo, the former president, when he was president, gave him a position.
Exactly. Let me tell you something.
So they are Nana boys.
Today, don't take it easy, because we have a long way to go in Jerusalem.
Exactly.
The truth of the matter is that he says parties evolve. Yes, evolve to become better.
Yes.
Parties do not evolve to become worse. What did Frimpong Boateng say? He said the party is fake because throughout his life as a member of this party, there has never been a time that you do, what do you call it, flag bearership election top down.
It's not true. It has happened before.
Which year?
In the party.
Which year?
It has happened
Which year?
in the NDC.
Which year?
It has happened
Which
before
year?
in the MPP.
Which year? No. Which year? Which year? No, which year? Which year? No, which year?
It has happened.
No, which year?
If you are saying
no, you were putting somebody a while ago. You were putting somebody on the Facebook. Give me the date. Give me the date.
It has happened after the 1992 election.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. It has never happened in the history of the NDC.
He says it has happened.
It has never happened.
I'm saying it has happened.
You see, I don't blame you, because you see,
you hold a position.
the lives of Zato and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, they had never been part of this party from its inception.
No, please.
They joined along the way.
That's a wrong description.
At the age of 29 years, but I'm telling him in the face. At the age of 29 years, in 1992, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was 29 years. The party MPP was there. He was eligible to join the party. He never joined the party. He only joined the party in 2008.
It doesn't matter.
And even with that, he had to be convinced with the position of the running mate. That is how come he became a member. So he has no appreciation of the history of the party.
No, but it doesn't matter.
Professor Frimpong, what we are talking about, has contested as a flag bearer of the party on 2 occasions.
And what happened?
It doesn't matter.
It does.
He contested in 2007 and he contested in 2010. So nobody can sit here and belittle the intelligence of Professor Frimpong Boateng. He mentioned 3 or 4 things. the things that he made reference to, that the party has a lot of people who are corrupt, is he wrong?
I don't understand.
He said one of the reasons that he thinks that the party is fake is that it has a lot of corrupt people who went into government. Is he wrong? Currently, what are we saying about the former finance minister? Is he not refusing to come back to Ghana because of corruption allegations?
But they are allegations.
Look at what happened at the National Service. Look at the whole. How can Professor Frimpong want to look at this and say, this is not a good party? Remember when he was even in government, he wrote, what do you call it, a report, and then fingered a lot of MPP members in there who were so corrupt, who were destroying the environment. So the man started saying this, not today. But how did he say that is different from what the likes of Akufo said? Remember on the 27th of September 2023, 2 days after we had left the MPP and joined and formed the Movement for Change, Akufo came out and said that they are even lucky Mr. Chemante, Honorable Alan Chemante, has penned down his reasons for leaving the MPP. And that there were so many of the MPP people who had left the MPP in their hearts and were ready to walk away from the party during voting in the election 2024. Wasn't that what happened? The MPP that is there now, their membership will not transcend beyond the 200,000 people who are going to vote on the 31st of December, January 2026. No,
but they are core sympathizers as well as people who vote for them.
The core sympathizers are only 206,000. That's the delegates. Those that are going to receive
freebies. They are members.
No, they are the delegates. They don't have any other member. Who is that member? And that is what Professor Frimpong was referring you to, the virtual members. The virtual members, he is referring to them as virtual members because he knows that the United Party is on the verge of receiving its final certificate. And the moment we receive our final certificate, the virtual members will all come to us and join the party and join the United Party. Remember, what were the reasons ascribed by Addo before leaving the race? What Addo say? How different is it from what Professor Frimpong said? Addo said that the top-down approach was bogus. It was just there to favor one candidate.
The party as fake.
It's fake.
That they are virtual
grouping. How can you have a party? The virtual grouping are the UPP.
No, but Addo didn't say.
No, but Addo said that one. The party.
Even is it Eugene Entry or something?
I'm even surprised that Eugene Entry is still with this party. A fine brain. They started speaking their minds during the days that we were speaking our minds. He has been up, and if you have people like Eugene Entry in the political party, and they are not general secretaries, and you have Jesse Kodria, what sort of party is this? A general secretary who himself doesn't even understand his own constitution he operates with.
But he's a general secretary.
What is the meaning of general secretary? General secretary in opposition. He led the party to suffer the heaviest defeat in their lives, together with the flag bearer that they are talking about. So, Professor Frimpong has been consistent, and he has been consistent with the lives of Dr. Nyahunya Utawaklo, what Alan Chemante left the party with, left because of the reasons that he cited, what Kennedy, Atta Kennedy has been saying all these years, and so on and so forth. Professor Dr. Ba, and all those people have cited the same reasons as
Akuffo,
as Professor Frimpong has stated, and none of them were held before any disciplinary committee or given this treatment. But because Professor Frimpong speaks the truth directly, he doesn't mince words. You understand? They feel that they have to go after him. But if anybody cares to know within the MPP, in the same way there are few people that want to attack Professor Frimpong, I want to assure them that just like some of us went to his aid when he decided to finger all those that were involved in Galamsey, we are ready to defend Professor Frimpong because he's a member waiting. He's waiting to join the United Party anytime soon as a virtual party member.
He hasn't said he will.
No, but definitely if he continues to be with this fake party, how can he be with this fake party? In any case, he said he has walked away from this fake party. So there is nothing to even discuss.
But he still insists that he cannot be sacked from the party. So it means that he still wants to...
No, he cannot be sacked from the original MPP.
Roland, today we've just something. The deputy director...
So do you think this is the right way to treat Professor Frimpong? And how do you think, the way you envisage, based on your knowledge into politics, etc., this is going to end?
Thank you. I'm happy that this morning that we have confirmed from the Deputy Director of Elections of the NDC that His Excellency about Bawumia got 41% in the last election, and that any other thing said that is a big lie. And I am happy that he got the 41% because today, if you see the number of saboteurs in the NPP, the number of lions in sheep clothing, the number of people who were sabotaging his campaign within his government, then it's a miracle that he got the 41%.
Whose government?
Again, if you see the number of saboteurs,
I think it's
the number of saboteurs who were in the NPP,
remember they have said that he's a mate.
the number of saboteurs who were in the MPP and the number of them who worked diligently to oppose and prevent His Excellency Bawumia becoming president. Despite all that opposition, he still got 41%. It is a miracle. Despite all of that, more than 4 million Ghanaians stood up all over this country and voted for him. It's a miracle he got that number. And it shows what could have happened if he didn't have such powerful forces.
You haven't answered my question. My question is, do you think that the treatment that he's going through is fair? And how do you think that's going to end?
Secondly, I think that as a man, you should put your resources or integrity where your mouth is. Why should you belong to a fake organization? Walk away. If you do not walk away, then you are also fake. If you remain in a fake organization, you are also fake. So my point is that, look, to show your personal integrity, you walk away. And that's why I started by saying that no matter what I respect Solomon, he walked away. He walked away because he thought the organization was fake. Come January 31st, more than 200,000 patriots all over this country, those that have been ascribed as being fake by whosoever, those, they are going to reject the tribal bigotry. They are going to reject the religious bigotry. They are going to go.
But that is not fair to him. But that is not fair. You are discountable.
I did not say he did. They are going to start. I didn't also say he did.
That's what you are saying. Why are you running away?
I didn't say he did.
You are running away. I didn't say we should do tribal politics and religious politics.
All over this country. Come January 31st, over 200,000 patriots all over this country are going to go out to the police station. They will overwhelmingly endorse His Excellency.
Vivi never brought Dr. Bawumia.
I didn't say that. I did not say he did. We can play back the tape.
Yes.
So, but who are you discussing?
Can I make my question? I'm just saying. More than 200,000 patriots all over the country will go out to the polls January 31st.
Yes.
They will elect a competent, compassionate, exceptional and a generational brain to the party. They will give the mandate to His Excellency Dr. Bawumia because they will reward him for his consistency. They will reward him for his brains. They will reward him for his compassion. And when they give the party to him, the party will be healed. And he will lead this party to elections, and Ghana will become a strong, prosperous, and enviable country under his leadership. That is what will happen. And anybody that thinks that you are in the wrong party, I think you have opportunities. That's why there are options. And I'm happy Solomon said it, that look, there are options. And even the Social Democrats are there. You can go and join them. But you see, every political party is...
So what are you saying? To hell with anyone who doesn't...
I didn't say that. Every political party is...
With everything, you haven't said it this morning.
If I've said it to every political party is vulnerable at this time. If you choose the time that a political party, your political party is very vulnerable to come out and subject you to such a, then you are being disingenuous. At the vulnerability of your party, that is when the party needs your support. That's when the party needs your help. If you choose the point that I am very vulnerable to now pile on me, then you have never been a friend all through. You've never been a patriot all through.
Thank you.
All right. So now, what do you think needs to be done?
We ain't some who do it because of channel so. Mam na so jim ewa hada sene so bad you know. Edi adomiania. Onia. Ebe samba rem na yaksumo kwansu so pra. Aha. AGH Politics Avenue.